I'm Dorothy Dunne, and welcome to the Dorothy Dunne Show. One of my favorite places to visit is Southern California, with its wonderfully warm, sunny days and cool, crisp evenings. California has just about everything. Mountains for skiing, beaches for sunbathing and swimming, and all kinds of water sports. They have parasailing and ballooning, tennis, golf, and much, much more. It's an outdoorsy place for outdoor people who are conscious of being fit and healthy. And when you visit Southern California, you have your choice of the most beautiful, luxurious hotels that are very close by to all the popular attractions. So don't go away.
Here's one time it doesn't matter who your neighbor is. Here's the other. Life's too short. Stop the hate.
I suppose we could put the blame on Hollywood, the movie-making capital of the world, for making Los Angeles famous. That's why I'm making Universal Studios my first stop. Conveniently located across the street from Universal Studios is the beautiful Universal City Hilton and Towers Hotel, which accommodated us for our stay. Each room has a view overlooking Universal Studios and San Fernando Valley. After we checked into Universal City, Hilton, and Towers, I persuaded my director-cameraman, James Claddock, to shoot some of the new additional attractions at Universal Studios.
Action!
It wasn't a pretty sight.
Mark it. Mark.
See that you love me. See that you need me. See that you want me. Say you wanna leave you. See that you love me. See that you need me.
Rotate this thing like you're going.
Our next stop was on the coast of California, Santa Monica, at the Guest Quarters Suite Hotel. It was here in their atrium lobby I spoke with the Director of Marketing and Sales, Dennis Fitzpatrick, who represented the General Manager, Mike Hirsch. There are hotel accommodations for everyone's needs in this part of the country, and here in Santa Monica is the Guest Quarters Suite Hotel. But the person who can tell us more about this beautiful, bustling hotel is Dennis Fitzpatrick. He's the Director of Marketing and Sales for Guest Quarters Suite Hotel.
Well, Dorothy, thank you very much. It's really a pleasure having you here. And you mentioned bustling, very busy hotel. We are very busy, and we are very fortunate to be that way since we've just been open 2 years now. This is our first hotel out on the West Coast of Guest Quarters Suite Hotels. We are a Boston-based company, and we do have 28 hotels around the country, but this being our first one. And
well, Denny, I must say they are beautiful hotels. They're suite hotels, and they're wonderful for families and business people.
Yes, you're exactly right. That is our market niche, and we surprise people because people, when they come to our hotels, they see and experience a much higher level of service and atmosphere and amenities that a lot of people just do not expect to receive from the Guest Quarters Suite Hotel. And that's one of the reasons we feel as a whole chain around the country we seem to be doing very well, because we definitely cater to the business person during the middle of the week. And then on the weekends, for the families or couples that are going away for a short vacation, the suite product gives them a lot more value for their money. And that's again, one of the reasons why we are quite successful.
Yes, I noticed that you have the sofa that opens up in the living room, which is separate and apart from the bedroom, which is ideal for children.
For families with children, it's absolutely ideal, so that the parents do not need to buy a separate room for the kids. They can have their own privacy in their king-bedded bedroom, close off the room to the parlor area. And regarding business people, people feel very comfortable having meetings up in their room because you can close off the bedroom and don't need to look at the bedroom. And with the sofa and the table in there, it's very, very conducive for a meeting of actually up to 6 people, very comfortably.
Oh, yes, it most certainly is. And you also have the coffee there you can make coffee, and you have the bar.
Yes.
So that you can really entertain very, very nicely there. And I always think a suite hotel, especially the Guest Quarters Suite Hotel, is ideal for a woman in business. And we have so many women in business today and traveling around, and they do feel far more comfortable inviting their business associates to their room if they can just close off the living room area.
Absolutely. And Dorothy, it really is remarkable that you say that, because we did not rehearse this. Women feel very comfortable in our suite hotels for what you mentioned. And then another reason is when you look at the atrium and how well lit our hotels are, and we do not have real long hallways, so females do feel very comfortable from walking from their suite right into the atrium, because it's very open, and then obviously to the elevator to come into the lobby. And we hear this constantly from the female business traveler.
Well, I'm sure you do, because I think it's a very safe feeling that a woman has. You know, where
today's environment, regardless of what city you're in, where you travel, that is definitely one of the premier concerns on everybody's minds nowadays, is the safety.
Oh, yes, and very definitely. And women are a little bit more vulnerable than the men.
Absolutely.
But now let's get back to the family situation. Now you have accommodations that are just beautiful for the children, as you know, I just mentioned before, the pull-down sofa. And you're in an area here where you have the pier.
Monica Pier, but see, now that's another thing. Because LA is so big, people either think we're part of LA, and then those that know the area know that we are not part of LA. We have our own identity, our own location, which is Santa Monica and the famed Santa Monica Pier and the beach. So for people coming into LA for whatever reason, we are seeing more and more people coming to the Santa Monica area to stay for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, a week, whatever it may be, whether they're on business or pleasure. And especially if they're on business for 3 or 4 days, most people have to get in their car and travel, whether they're in Beverly Hills, Century City, downtown LA, Hollywood, whatever. You got to travel in your car. So what we are seeing is more and more business people who are here for 3 to 4 days coming out here wanting to get away from it all, because Santa Monica is not congested traffic-wise like downtown LA is.
Oh no, it's beautiful. And you have the beach and everything here. Oh, you get that.
To the beach and to the shopping areas and to 3rd Street Promenade, which is becoming world-renowned because of the many restaurants and activities that take place at 3rd Street Promenade. That's only 3.5 blocks away. So we feel very good about our location.
Yes.
And then location to LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, it's only 8.5 miles away.
You mentioned so much business, and when you're doing business, you have to be so dressed up and this and that. And this is a more casual.
Very casual.
Area.
Like how you're dressed is absolutely ideal here. We want people to feel very relaxed. Many people say that when they come into this hotel, they're pleasantly surprised at how nice it turned out and also how welcome they feel, because it definitely has a Southern California feel to it.
What type of facilities do you have for the business people as far as conventions? Do you do that type of?
Absolutely. We our size is, we have 253 suites here and a little over 6,000 square feet of meeting space. So what we target is those corporations that roughly have participation of about 30 up to about 125 people at one time. We're absolutely ideal for that, where 1 or 2 companies can have a meeting here at the same time and actually feel like it's their hotel all by itself, and hopefully we can really provide the service that goes along with it. And
Yes, you are doing the right thing.
that's the attitude that we have here regarding whether it's a business meeting or an individual just checking in. We truly shoot for that everybody's important. We want everybody to feel very comfortable and welcome here, because in today's environment, things are so competitive. It is so difficult to get new clients coming in. It costs so much money and time to go get it, that our attitude is, whoever walks through that door for the first time, let's take care of them from right from the beginning. Hopefully they in turn then will come back. And so far we're doing a pretty good job of that.
Well, I'm sure you keep up what you're doing right now. They will come back because they do feel comfortable, and it gives you a feeling that you want to. It's homey, and you want to come back here.
Very good. Well, you're welcome back anytime.
Well, thank you very much, Denny. And it's been a pleasure meeting you and staying at the Guest Quarters Suites Hotels in Santa Monica. From here, it was on to the Ritz-Carlton Laguna Niguel. As we entered beyond the lobby, we could hear the soothing piano music of Annette Pumphrey. The ambience and elegance of the Ritz-Carlton is such that we took a few moments to sit, relax, and just listen. It was time now for lunch with Master Chef Boris Keller, whom we were unable to bring to you in our last show on Southern California. Fortunately, we caught up with him. This is the terrace of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, and if some of you have watched my show, and I know many of you do watch it every week, you did see the show on San Diego and Los Angeles about a year or so ago. We had a wonderful dinner that was all prepared by the master chef of the Ritz-Carlton, Boris Keller. And I want to introduce you to him right now. We've just finished a beautiful lunch here on the Terrace restaurant. And Boris, you have been here at the Ritz-Carlton how long?
Yeah, I'm almost here 2 years.
Oh.
Yeah, in September it will be 2 years.
Yes, and you are just wonderful. We had a marvelous dinner. Where were you educated?
Yeah, I'm coming from Germany, so I spent my whole life in Germany, and it's the first time in the United States. And with the Ritz-Carlton, so I had my own restaurant in Germany, near Frankfurt. And
Did you study somewhere?
Yeah, I was in Munich with a very famous French-German chef, but he was together in France with Bocuse and Heberlin, and so I spent almost 4 years with him, and I really got a lot of, I learned a lot from him, the great tradition of France. French food, and in Germany we are doing now also nouvelle cuisine. I call it more in the world-class cuisine. More. So we do maybe here the same kind of food here. In the Ritz-Carlton.
Yes. No. All right. And you've been here in America just about 2 years, yes. And you're married, and you have a little child.
Yes.
You have not a little child. What is he? 10 years old?
10 years. Yeah.
Oh, That's wonderful. Do you like it here in California?
Yeah, what can you say? I mean,
what's not to like?
I hate it. It's raining. It's too much.
No, it never rains in California. It's always sunny in California. Yeah. And what's not to like about the Ritz-Carlton Hotel? This is one of the most beautiful hotels in the area around here.
It is really. I can't. It's really the best, the nicest. In Germany, I would say das schönste Hotel, the nicest hotel which I ever saw, and I'm very happy to be here.
All right, now I would like to ask you, what is your favorite dish?
Yeah,
to prepare.
To prepare. I like a lot to make fish. Fish is my favorite. Appetizers, warm combinations between light salads, warm fishes, and also to make fish courses. That's what I like because it's very light, healthy, and a lot of people don't like meat, and to eat a lot of meats, and so and we sell a lot of fish here.
All right, now where do you get the fish? Is that local fish, or do you have to import the fish?
Once in a week from Europe, they fly it in. So we got Scottish salmon, wild Scottish salmon, which is very popular. Dover sole, which is the people love it. Dover sole, I don't know why it's so popular here, and we get 2 or 3 times a week local fish. From here, a little bit, Santa Barbara shrimps are very nice. Oh, yes. And we get some fish from Mexico, from Hawaii sometimes. Oh, so it's interesting, yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, and you can also order every little thing that you, what do you call that? Well, I know they have it for desserts. They have a sampler dessert. What would you call that if they want to taste all your specialties?
Yeah, we had a combination, with appetizers. It's called gourmet salad.
Yes.
So this is maybe similar. So you have maybe some duck liver, lobster, terrines, and that's like 4 or 5 different things on one plate. It's the same like the pastry sampler. Oh. And this we sold a lot also.
Oh, you do? Do you have that for an entree too?
Not really. I don't like to mix too many things on one dish. For an appetizer it's fine, and for dessert it's great. But to make fish and meat together on one plate, I'm not really happy with this. A lot of chefs do it sometimes, lobster and steak.
This
is terrible. I don't like this.
No, I tell you the truth, I agree with you. I really do.
Yeah, this is
But how do you prepare the fish?
It's simple. It's always simple. It has to be fresh. That's the first thing. Fresh, not frozen fish. And then if you poach it or if you saute it, it has to be, we use olive oil or wine, some infusion, shallots a little bit. So we poach it, we make vinaigrettes or light sauces, light lobster sauce, whatever.
Oh, but you do saute it in olive oil. You don't use butter.
Butter,
Some people
butter is
like,
great.
yeah.
Butter is good to make sauces. I mean, I said olive oil. I use also butter, clarified butter to, you know,
you sort of mix
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. So, the reason why I said, you know, we don't make any more very thick and heavy sauces. It's more lighter, you know. It's the people like to have more lighter food, you know.
Well, in other words, the trend of the average person now who is dining wants a lighter dinner. Is that it? And a more healthy dinner.
The great experience is, you know, to have a nice dinner and you can eat a lot of food. But if you leave your table and you go away and you feel comfortable and light and very satisfied, that's great. That's my goal, you know, to make the people happy. Yes. With light food, not, you know, the leave and I can't walk anymore. It's so terrible. That's old-fashioned. It's over, you know.
Oh, I guess I'm a little old-fashioned today because
but you had a lot of pastry.
That's
pastry,
it. Yes, yeah. I'm just getting to that. Yes. Yeah. I had one of the sampler pastry, and that was absolutely delicious. And I did more than sample, I think. And, but we had that for my director. He just loves to have dessert, and of course I have to go right along with him. Well, Boris, we, as I say, you know, we did have a beautiful, beautiful dinner here, and you served us. The food was just marvelous. It was excellent, and I wish you continued success.
Yes, I hope so.
I'm sure you will have it. And you did say that you're going to be in New York. Maybe sometime in August,
yes.
And that would be nice,
Yeah.
over at the Ritz-Carlton,
yes.
And maybe we'll see you there.
Yeah,
I would love to.
Yeah,
and I
like
want to thank you very much for a
Thank you.
lovely luncheon that we've had today. The lobster salad, that was nice. It was lovely.
Just
And,
perfect, you know, for this beautiful hotel, light.
well, perhaps you could show us your kitchen.
Yes.
Let's go and take a look at the kitchen,
Yeah,
Boris.
certainly.
And we can show the people what that's all about.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. We have tonight, we cooked lobsters, so we just cooked lobsters here. So they are already cooked. And, you know, this is our kitchen. We are doing all the food fresh for tonight. So it's a lot, here in California we have a lot of baby vegetables. And every day, so that's like a paradise almost. Thomas, he's our vegetable man. He's on the veg station. And we got today some nice white eggplants. Baby white eggplants, which I only saw here in California. This is the first time. And Thomas will explain what he wants to do tonight for this dish.
This evening we're going to take the baby eggplant and I'm going to make them into cups like this. And then we're going to make a ratatouille of fine brunoise of green and yellow zucchini. And saute that up a little bit, bake these off, and then take your zucchini filling with some tomato concasse and fill them up and serve them on the plate, maybe with a little cap on the side or something like that. So that'll be real nice.
Thank you, Boris and Thomas. This is the formal dining room of the Ritz-Carlton, simply called the dining room, where Boris prepared an outstanding dinner for us on our last visit. And if you want fine, elegant dining, there is no better place than the Ritz-Carlton Laguna Niguel. And if possible, you simply must try to get here during the Christmas season, when it is all dressed for the occasion, decorated with trees, homemade gingerbread house, and the sound and sight of costumed Christmas carolers.
Vince, that new dummy cam is great.
Yeah, it'll sure give people a whole new outlook on what it's like when you don't wear a safety belt.
I think they'll get the picture.
You could learn a lot from a dummy.
Buckle your safety belt.
This is where I live. There are lots of doctors and machines for me and the other kids. Last week, a guy named Mike came. He took us all on a camping trip.
Mike gives up a weekend a month to help a disabled child, but he gets back a feeling that lasts forever.
When I get better, you know what? I'm gonna take Mike fishing.
To find out what you can do in your community, call the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
There is so much more to see in Southern California that in my next show, I will take you to Coronado Island in San Diego, to the famous Del Coronado Hotel, where the movie Some Like It Hot was shot. You'll meet the owner, Larry Lawrence, who restored and refurbished and enlarged it to its present state, whereas now it has become a national monument. After that, we'll visit a beautiful new resort hotel with a spa, La Meridian, situated on the San Diego Bay that faces the San Diego skyline. Here the guests are pampered and catered to with traditional French service and superb French cuisine. Since these resorts also welcome children and is so close to the attractions of San Diego, you can join me on a visit to SeaWorld with my son, Kevin, and my grandchild, Samantha. So don't miss my next show on Southern California.